Hola, mi nombre es Araceli Molina y les quiero dar la bienvenida a otro episodio de Journeys, un podcast donde nuestros estudiantes y personal comparten sus historias con ustedes. Y hoy tenemos aquí a Mr. Rodríguez, uno de nuestros maestros de inglés como segundo idioma en la tarde. Muchas gracias por estar aquí, Mr. Rodríguez.
No, pues muchísimas gracias a ustedes por tenerme aquí.
Gracias. Nada más que este episodio va a ser en inglés. Pueden oprimir el botón de closed captioning y lo pueden traducir. O los que están aprendiendo inglés, traten de entenderle. Está muy bien, muy bien. No va a estar tan difícil entendernos, ¿ok? Muchas gracias. My name is Araceli Molina, and I want to welcome you to another episode of Journeys. Today we have the pleasure of having one of our very own English as a second language teachers, Mr. Rodriguez. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate this opportunity.
Thank you for sharing your story, because I know that every story is a special one and everyone has one. And we haven't even done a I just want everybody out there to know that we don't practice. This is that's why if we mess up, I apologize, but we want it to be from the heart, spontaneous, and just, the real little story of someone. Like the real, when you can recap it in 10 minutes?
Yeah.
And just say your story. So, welcome once again.
Thank you. Thank you.
And I want to know your story. So, let's say we can start with, did you always know you wanted to be a teacher?
Oh, heck no. I never wanted to become a teacher.
No?
It's so funny because when I used to be in high school, so I'm a Harupa, alumni as well. So I went to West River Elementary School. I actually grew up in Rubidoux.
Uh-huh.
I came over here when I was 3 years old. So
From where?
From Guadalajara, Jalisco.
Okay.
So I was born in Guadalajara, Jalisco. I was brought over here when I was 3 years old. But honestly, like, I never wanted to become a teacher. I would always see my teachers and be like, man, this is a very hard job. Like, and I would always see some students messing around, and I'm like, how do teachers do this? I'm like, where's the patience level here? And I honestly never wanted to, and it was crazy because I went initially to school to become a PA, physician assistant. But the thing is that everything like hit me when I actually graduated from high school. So a little bit, a little bit of me is I'm undocumented. I still don't have, my green card. I have DACA. But the thing about it is that, reality, culture shock actually hit me when I graduated from high school. Not having a social security number, it was kind of like, you can't really go to school. You had to go to the CC college where it's cheaper. But I always wanted to thrive to do more. I was a schoolboy. I love school. I love to learn. And one of the things that actually inspired me a lot to go to school is my mom. My mom, she works at apartments. Every winter break, every summer break, any break we had for school, she would always take us, down to LA to go clean apartments. And I hated it, absolutely hated it. And my mom was like, this is why you have to do good in school, because then you're going to end up a job like what I have every single day. And I absolutely was like, yeah, she has a reason, It's like, it's true. Like, I do not want to live this.
And she's doing this for us.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, no, she brought us over here for us, And it's just crazy, just to see that when I graduated from high school, knowing that, there was not much opportunity, knowing that, I wanted to go to UC Davis, but they were charging me like out-of-state tuition, even though I was here all my life since I was 3 years old. Like I mentioned, went to West River Elementary School down the street from here, went to Harupa Middle, and then went to Harupa Valley High School. It was, like I said, like I mentioned previously, it was definitely a culture shock. But you know what?
Before that, you didn't feel this. Like you were...
No.
You felt like at home, kind of.
Yeah, exactly.
Then, yeah.
And it's insane, because then, like, I ended up going to RCC, and knowing that, I don't have a social security number, and I'm still gonna have to go to school, and if I finish school or if I don't, I'm still not gonna get a job. But I still had the mindset of like, you know what, like, I'm gonna do it. Hopefully something happens in the future, and if it doesn't, then, I'm a big believer that things happen for reasons, and I'm glad that I went through it. Because right when I finished RTC, that's when the DREAM Act came about, and where I was able to get money to go to college, so UCR was paid for. I still wanted to become a PA, and another culture shock hit me when I was doing my patient care hours, because I was going to apply to Western University to become a physician assistant. Mm-hmm. One of the requirements to apply was that you had to be a resident at the time of an interview. But you know what? Once again, I was like, hopefully maybe within a year something's gonna happen. And then I started needing money, to be honest. And so then I used to work at a Starbucks with when DACA came around. So I had my social security number, but I was still not a resident, so I wasn't good enough to apply to PA school. So my friends like, oh, you should come substitute teach. Like it's easy money, you can do it whenever you want to. And so I did that. So I only went in there for the money, and really, honestly, like the way I was able, I started at Patriot High School, and honestly, like just being there, being able to relate to a lot of these kids, it just really like just gave me a whole 360 of my life. I'm like, you know what? Like, this is what I want to do. Like, just being here, inspiring those kids that, I understand that we don't all come from a perfect family. And my motto that I like to use in my classroom is like, you may not be able to change the family that you come from. However, you can change the family that you want to create in the future. That's a big one for me. And that's what I tell the students. I understand that we don't come from the best background. Sometimes we don't have support from parents. But, I tell them, you know what? Yeah, life's not easy. But, you know what? Si le echas las ganas, if you're the person that, you're motivated and you want to change something, you can do it.
You can do it.
Yeah, you can do it. So then that's when I started, I went back to where I was, doing my patient care hours, and I told the doctor, I was like, hey, guess what? He's like, let me guess, you fell in love with teaching. And I was like, yeah, I fell in love with teaching. And so luckily,
you found your passion.
Yeah, I found my passion, not knowing that was going to be my passion. It's crazy how life is, and that's why I say things happen for reasons, and so I found my passion without even knowing that I found my passion. And so then when I went into investigate to do the teacher credential program, it on there said that I only needed to be have a work authorization, and boom, right there I started my teacher credential. And
I wanna just stop you.
Yeah, no, sorry.
It's such an inspiring story, and it's just like I said, it's the raw interview, right? So right now I'm like over here holding back the tears, especially because I'm a mom, I'm a grandma of babies, but it's like it's so touching to me to hear your story. It's such an inspirational story that how many people could have just said, I'm not doing anything else, I'm giving up. And you know what, Mom, what do you want me to do? Like, I can go to school, but how many of us have the opportunity to go to college? You're born here, or you have permanent residency, and you don't do anything. And here you are, like with a mom that's working so hard for you, and you have every ounce of you telling you, I want to do this. And yet so many obstacles, and all these obstacles, you made them work for your own good.
Yeah.
Like, and you found your passion, and it's just so inspiring. And I'm so glad that we're doing this. This journey is so touching. It's so great because, we may work at the same school, or for the same school district, and, here at the Learning Center at Rupa Adult School, but we don't know each other like this. And so with this podcast, we reach out to so many people. Like, I didn't know this about you, and it's just so nice to find out, and I total respect, like, for your mother, that, like, she works so hard, and now, through her hard work, now you're doing such a hard work, and now you're touching other people's lives and all these people's kids in the same community that you grew up in. And si se puede, you can do it.
Yeah.
If you really, really want to do something, you can do it.
Yeah, definitely, 100%.
100%.
Yeah.
Thank you. You made me cry, but that's a good thing.
Yeah, and I tell everybody, this is not, and I tell my students too, like, I don't tell you that, my story for you to feel bad for me.
No.
I just want you to, realize that, life is not easy, and if you put your mind to it, like you said, si se puede.
Si se puede.
And
just so you know, like right now that you said, if I don't tell you my story so you can feel bad for me, my thing with you, the way I feel with you, is I don't feel bad for you. I feel proud of you.
Thank you.
Like, proud of you, proud of your accomplishments, proud to be Latina, and proud of all the stories of hard work and dedication. That makes me happy to be. I could say I'm a Mexican, so it makes me happy to be a Mexican. It makes stories like yours, they empower us, and they give us hope. And they tell us that, there's other people that we can touch.
Yeah.
We can touch their lives. Thank you so much.
No,
and I didn't mean to cut you off, so did you want to say anything else?
I mean, it's an honor to be here,
Thank you.
And that's why I really want to do this, because, like you mentioned, I do want to, hopefully I could inspire those people that feel like, well, what am I doing here? There's not going to be a way to be successful. And yeah, you put your mind to it, you can do it,
And education, like when you were saying that you were doing college, your RCC, and you were like, well, I might not even be able to get a job, and you still kept working, even though you didn't even know if you could get a job.
Yeah.
But see, even, okay, let's just say worst case scenario, you wouldn't have been able to get a job. You could have, you know, only God knows where you could have ended up, but you would have also, education is the only thing, or one of the few things that people could never take away from you.
Yeah.
No matter where you go, what part of the world, you could have used it in another part of the world.
That's
like,
true.
Education is something that goes with us wherever we go, you know?
Yeah, that is true.
And that is so, so good. So congratulations to your mom. So when you go home today, please tell her that there's a lot of us that just want to say, like, felicidades, congratulations, because, you know, all those parents that are out there working hard for your kids, you know, always teaching them.
Yeah.
You know, because sometimes when kids have it so easy and they don't have to go through anything, they lack that desire to thrive.
Yeah.
Sometimes, you know, sometimes they don't. But in your case, like, that made you shine even brighter.
Yeah.
You know.
Thank you. I appreciate
so,
that.
So congratulations.
Thank you.
And thank you so much. And hopefully everything will go well and you will continue to teach with us and keep inspiring and touching all these students' lives.
Yeah, that's the goal.
Thank you.
That's why I came into teaching.
That's an amazing story. We've done a lot of podcasts, and this one's the one that has made me cry the most.
Thank you
but
so
it's
much.
happy tears.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And what would you say to someone that's right there struggling? Like, what do I do? Go to school?
Yeah, I would say, you know, first, you know, yeah, definitely get your resources, talk to people, you know. And the first thing is, you know, is juntarte with the right people, you know. If you're with the right people and those people are gonna lead you to give you various opportunities, pathways and stuff like that. But yeah, go to school if you can. Even if you're a person that dropped out of high school, it's never too late. In my teacher credential program, I had a lady that she was literally 55 years old, starting her career. She used to do something else that didn't involve anything with the profession. So it's never too late to go back. Never ever.
That's so true. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you once again. It's an honor.
Yes, thank you. It was my honor. But thank you so much, and thank you to everyone out there watching, and we'll see you next time. Have a great night or day. Y andamos buscando entre nuestros estudiantes y personal que hay historias muy buenas que tenemos que compartirlas para que ayuden a alguien más. Tal vez ustedes conocen a alguien que necesite una motivación o tal vez algún puchoncito más nada más para venir a registrarse con nosotros. So aquí los esperamos. Que tengan un buen día. Gracias. Have a great day. Bye bye.